Hello friends, today's story is a love story full of struggle, emotions, and deep love. Let's start. It was a rainy evening in a small town. The streets were wet, and people were rushing to find shelter. A young woman named Mira stood at the bus stop, her clothes soaked, holding a broken umbrella. She was tired. Life had been tough for her. She lost her parents in a car accident when she was only 16. Since then, she worked part-time jobs to study and take care of her younger brother. She didn't complain, but deep inside she was lonely. That day, while waiting for the bus, a young man came running towards the stop. He looked rich, wearing a branded jacket and holding a big umbrella. His name was Arav. When he saw Mira shivering, he offered his umbrella. "You can use this," he said with a gentle smile. Mira looked at him, surprised. "It's okay," she replied. "You'll get wet." "I don't mind," Arav said, and smiled again. That small act of kindness was the beginning of something big. After that day, they met often. Arav started coming to the same bus stop, even though he didn't need to. He just wanted to see Mira. Slowly, they became friends. Arav was from a rich family. His father owned a big business. But Arav never showed off. He was simple, kind, and respectful. Mira liked that about him. They would talk for hours about dreams, fears, and life. Mira told him about her brother, her struggles, and her wish to become a teacher. Arav listened carefully. One day, Mira asked, "Why do you always come to this bus stop?" Arav smiled and said, "Because some people are worth the detour." Mira's heart skipped a beat. But she was scared. She had no time for love. Her life was full of responsibilities. Months passed. Their bond grew stronger. Arav helped Mira study. He brought books, notes, and sometimes even food for her brother. One evening, under the same bus stop where they first met, Arav said, "Mira, I don't know when it happened, but I've fallen in love with you." Mira looked into his eyes. Her heart wanted to say yes, but her mind said no. "Arav, I can't give you the life you deserve. I'm just a girl with broken dreams." He took her hand gently. "Then let's fix those dreams together." Tears rolled down Mira's cheeks. That was the first time in years someone believed in her that much. Not everyone was happy with their love. Arav's parents were angry. "She's poor. She's not like us," his father said. But Arav stood strong. "I don't care about money. I care about her." He left his home to prove his love. He started working in a small company, living in a rented room. Mira also worked harder. Together, they supported each other. There were nights they had no money, no food, just hope. But they never gave up. Their love became their strength. One day, Mira found out she had a serious heart condition. She didn't tell Arav. She didn't want him to suffer. She slowly started distancing herself. Arav was confused. What happened, Mira? Why are you pushing me away? With tears in her eyes, she lied. I don't love you anymore. Arav broke down. He begged her to tell the truth, but she stayed silent. She thought it was better to leave than let him watch her die. Months later, Mira was in the hospital. Her condition got worse. Arav came to know everything. He ran to the hospital. Why didn't you tell me? He cried, holding her hand. I didn't want you to suffer, Mira whispered. You are my life, Arav said. Even if we have little time, I want to spend every second with you. Doctors said she needed a risky surgery. Arav spent everything he had to make it happen. He even went back to his father asking for help. His father, seeing his son's pain, finally agreed. The surgery was successful. Mira opened her eyes to find Arav sleeping beside her bed, holding her hand. I told you, he said, waking up with a smile. We'll fix your dreams together. After months of recovery, Mira got a job as a teacher. Arav started his own small company. They got married in a small ceremony with Mira's brother and a few close friends. They didn't have a grand wedding, but they had something better, true love, struggle, and a promise kept. Years passed. Mira and Arav built a happy life. They had 2 kids and a small house filled with love. Sometimes they still stood at that same bus stop under the rain, remembering how it all started. Mira once said, "If life gives you pain, love can give you peace." Arav replied, "And if you're lucky enough to find someone like you, never let them go."